This trip will be nice. I very much look forward to it.
A trip? What do you mean? Like a day trip?
Longer than a day trip.
Well, there's no way I can go. Have you forgotten that the baby will be born this month? Only a few weeks left until that day.
How can I forget? All I see is a huge belly every day. You look like a whale. This trip without you, I told you about it. This is a trip for me. You know, with a baby coming, I wouldn't have much of a chance to escape. I had to take a chance while I could and hide for a while, for my sanity.
A little bit? How long do you plan to go? And who do you go with? Friend? Or alone?
Is that really important? I'll go and come back, that's all you need to know.
Wait, so you won't tell me who you go with?
I will go with someone unrelated to you because you will not be on the trip. If you come, I will tell you all the details, but in this situation you should definitely stay calm at home. I'll go on a short trip, come back, and maybe the baby will be born. I bet the timing would be perfect.
Michael, there are 7 days to go, but it's not uncommon for babies to be born prematurely. What if the baby arrives early and you are not here? Also, with the recent heavy snowfall, there's no way I could have gone to the hospital without you. I really think you should reconsider this trip.
How likely is that to happen? It's not like it's coming soon. In addition, you will be able to get to the hospital on your own. You are an adult girl.
Why are you saying something like that? Honestly, if I was really stuck, I would have to take a taxi.
Don't take a taxi. You know how expensive they are? We don't make money, you know. Just ask your friend to drive for you.
This is crazy. Honestly, why are you traveling so close to your baby's due date?
I've been planning this trip for a while now, Alicia. It was something I was really looking forward to. Now is the best time possible. Like I said, it's going to be very busy after the baby is born. Now is my only chance.
Although the timing is not good at all. I wish you would take care of me and my new baby a little more. It is irresponsible to go out traveling at this time.
What do you want me to do? Foot massage? Cook dinner for you? I did all of that, and to be honest, I'm a bit tired of it. I know pregnant women need to eat, but you have really bloated. I think you have an excessive appetite.
Are you insulting me? You know I need to eat more to feed my baby, right? I guess you wouldn't know because you don't have a growing baby in your belly.
It's normal to gain a little weight, but never mind.
Have you talked to your mother yet? Looks like your dad isn't doing very well. His health really took a hit.
Yes, I know. I was talking with her.
So you really think now is a good time for a trip?
For you and me, the sooner Dad isn't good, the sooner I get that inheritance. We talked about how good that money would be for us. Maybe we can get the hot tub you've always wanted.
What? We have never talked about anything like that.
That's one of the reasons I booked this trip. It's a pretty nice hotel. It even has champagne service.
I cannot believe it. How can you not care so? Your father is not well at all and you have been thinking about money.
You and your mother keep telling me to save for my children, to save money for the future. Now is my only chance to save some. You also understand, don't you? All cannot be hard work, must also have some games. If you just work without playing, it will make Michael a stupid boy.
That is selfishness. You have been so kind to me, to my mother, to everyone. You have really changed recently. Going on a lavish trip and staying in a luxury hotel when your dad is sick and you're about to have a baby? I think you need to check your head.
You don't understand me at all. I'm the one who makes money paying for the house, the food, the car, and everything. Where is the appreciation? Where is the respect? Is that too much to ask? After all I've done for you, you criticize me and complain that I did wrong. Don't you think rest is good? Work-life balance, remember?
I'm just criticizing you because what you're doing is completely inappropriate.
All right. I don't think you will understand my way of thinking. You told me to think about you more, but I think you need to reevaluate your priorities. If we get a divorce, you'll be in bad shape, Alicia. Remember that, okay?
Michael, you have really changed. I don't even know who you're going with this trip. That's not shady at all.
I told you it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with you. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving, and there's nothing you can do to make me change my mind now. One more thing. Do you think you can lose weight after having a baby? I'm having a hard time finding your charm with that body of yours.
Shut up! You've said enough. I won't let you go on this trip. I'm calling your mother. What? You locked me in the warehouse? The doors are all locked.
I have to do it, Alicia. I'm sorry, but you care too much about my case. You will never let me go on this trip.
Whatever. I don't care about that trip. Get me out of here, it's cold. Snow will continue to fall tonight and could become dangerous. This is dangerous, Michael.
Well, maybe you should think about that before you start calling me by that name thoughtlessly and irresponsibly. Is there a window there? It's also insulated, so it shouldn't be that bad. Just enjoy the lovely view when it snows.
There's not even a fireplace here. You're crazy. I really can't believe you did.
Spend the night in there recollecting. Then maybe when I come back tomorrow, you'll be able to treat me a little better. Like how a husband should be treated.
Your reasoning is quite the opposite. I really can't stand this. You locked me in our storage room with no heater, no food, nothing. I can die.
Don't overreact, Alicia, you'll be fine. Just take a moment to think, and I really feel that you will have a better understanding of all I have to offer our family once you get out of this. And hope you will respect me a little bit. Remember, a good wife should listen and obey her husband. That's how she learned to act and behave in public. That is common knowledge.
Okay, Michael. I'm thinking about what you said and I think I can understand. You just want a little more respect, and I feel appreciated. I understand that. It is a very normal human emotion. I can certainly relate. So please let me out of here. Honestly, it's getting really cold.
Ha! I just said I'll be back tomorrow. You can spend a little more time thinking about it. I'm already out the door. Actually, I came to see my friend quite late. I should have been at the meeting point a long time ago.
Are you serious? Are you going to leave me in the warehouse? What the hell happened to you?
Take your time to think and I'll be back tomorrow. Okay? See you later.
Michael! This is not safe for the baby. Think about the baby.
Alicia, how do you feel? I know your baby's due date, so I thought I'd call. But I need to let you know that Robert is not doing very well. I think it's best for you and Michael to come here tonight, just to see him. I sent a message to Michael, but for some reason he didn't reply.
Mom! Thanks God! I need your help. I'm in the barn outside our house. You have to get the key and get me out of here, quick.
What? Where's Michael? Is he not with you?
No, he doesn't. He has been traveling. I will tell you later, now you just have to come here.
What? You mean the outside warehouse? You will freeze in there. A trip at a time like this? This is crazy.
Yes. He's talking about inheritance. That's why he decided to stay at a high-class hotel. I really don't know who he went with, he didn't tell me.
Oh my God. Did my son do that? I'm so sorry, Alicia. I'm ashamed to hear that.
Mom, my phone's battery is about to run out. It's too cold. My fingers were cramp. It's hard to type messages.
I'm sorry, Alicia. I'll come.
Please come quickly. I can't stand it anymore.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I will also bring Alan. He can help if we have any problems. Is the gate open? We'll be able to get in, right? Alicia, are you there? Alicia!
I'm on my way back. After we talked yesterday morning, I haven't heard from you. What happened? I thought about it then. Locking you up in a warehouse can be a bit overwhelming. I'm sorry about that, I'm just a little impatient. How's it going? You know, you need to know how to respect me.
Go home, Michael. Right away. We are all waiting for you.
Huh? All who are waiting for me? Alicia, what's wrong?
This is not Alicia, Michael. I am your mother. I know what you did. Lock your pregnant wife in the barn. In a blizzard, nothing more and nothing less.
What were your thoughts on traveling at the moment? Honestly, I have no words to tell you.
Mom, why are you using Alicia's phone?
Michael, you need to take responsibility for what you did. This time you really messed up, and I really don't know how you're going to get rid of it.
Is everything okay with Alicia? Nothing bad happened, right? And all who are gathered at home? What happened?
Stop. Go home now. I will explain the situation to you after you get here. I don't want to say that over the phone. The whole family is here, Michael. They know what you did. How did you travel right when your father was seriously ill? They all knew how he locked his pregnant wife in that barn.
Listen, Mom, I have a good reason for all this. You don't even know the whole story. Don't jump to conclusions and mislead people now.
Okay, while you're here, we can talk. A direct way. Anyway, we are all waiting for you to come here. Come early.
Alicia, are you okay? I was so anxious. I am very happy that everything is fine.
Huh? What do you want? Don't pretend to worry about me. I don't need your fake sympathy.
I'm not just saying it, I'm really worried. I kept thinking about you, even after I took that trip.
Oh, is that so? That's why you ignore messages from me and your family? You must have been very worried.
No, I'll answer, just a bad signal. I really want to, believe me.
Wow, your tone has changed. However, it was too late. Perhaps if you had actually checked your phone, you would have been able to say goodbye to your father in a kind way. You don't know that he passed away just hours after you were traveling. You missed your last chance to say goodbye to him.
I know. I went to my parents' house and the whole family was waiting there. They are all really sad. The atmosphere is so gloomy.
You don't seem disinterested about it.
Unreasonable. I care a lot. Like I care about you too. By the way, how is the baby?
I told you, don't ask about me. How was your outing with Edna?
Huh? What are you talking about?
That's the one you went with, right? Edna, I think so. When your father passed away, your mother called the hotel to see you, and the hotel staff gave her your partner's name.
Why did she call the hotel? It was supposed to be my own trip. Why does she interfere in my business? Besides, it was a business trip. Edna is my colleague and we met clients there.
Oh, yes. So that's why you say you deserve to have fun, you need some time. Not to mention the champagne service. That really sounds like very busy.
You don't know, Alicia. You were not there. I did a lot of work.
It's not important. We're getting divorced.
What? You didn't mean that, did you?
Last week you really showed your true self. I found out who you really are. A person who is heartless and only cares about himself. Locked me up in the warehouse, not answering the family's phone calls when my father was seriously ill. Unforgivable.
But you're pregnant with our baby, Alicia. We're going to start a family, as we've always talked about.
Why would I want to start a family with a piece of trash like you? To me, you're dead, Michael.
Well, I admit that locking you up in a warehouse can be a bit overwhelming. I never thought it would drop below zero, which was a real surprise for me. So like I said, I'm really glad you're okay.
It's too late to apologize. Your words are meaningless. Anyway, I'm not pregnant with your baby anymore.
What? What happened to the child?
No. The baby was born. I don't tell you where. You are not allowed to see it.
What? Why don't you tell me such an important thing? Remember, it's my child as well as yours. I deserve to know.
Do you deserve to know? Okay, why don't you stay home to see the baby being born? Oh yes, you cheated on me with your colleague. I don't care. After this, we'll get a divorce, and I'll do my best to raise this baby. Alone.
What? As a father, I asked to see him.
It is a little girl. After the divorce is over, you need to pay child support. I already have a list of other expenses that I will have my attorney review. Raising kids as a single mom isn't easy, but it's better than raising them with you.
Alicia, is this some kind of joke? If this is true, I really can't stand it. I need to see her. She is my daughter.
It is not a joke. This shouldn't be a surprise to you. Your mother also completely understands. She is on my side in this.
My mother? Why is she involved in this? You should tell me first.
Well, after you locked me in that barn, I had to ask your mom and brother to let me out. Luckily, they saved me before I froze there. And then I talked to your mother for a long time. We discussed the really thoughtless things you did, and she decided to remove your name from the will.
What? Remove my name from the will? Stop it. What are you talking about, Alicia? It was supposed to be my inheritance, but you screwed it up. I really will get you back for this.
Is that a threat? Anyway, don't blame me. It is your family's decision. They decided together, as far as I know.
No, no, no. I have the right to take that money. I am his biological son. What the hell? How could it be like this?
The family has come to a decision, and I think it's a fair decision considering what you've done. Your mother is also very thoughtful about giving you a small amount of money to support your child. She was completely heartbroken by the whole situation. That is completely understandable.
Alicia, let's talk about this. This whole situation is spiraling out of control.
I don't want to hear your annoying voice again. You have to be alone for a long time and think about what you have done. Live in that barn, you heartless bastard. After giving birth to a beautiful baby girl, I contacted Michael's mother, who prevented Michael from going to the hospital and seeing the newborn baby. After that, I decided to spend time with my family. My parents helped me a lot in taking care of the baby. On the other hand, Michael was really shocked by the fact that he didn't get anything from his father's inheritance. But what's even worse is that after this situation, his whole family ignores his calls and texts. Predictably, the woman Michael dated on that tour discovered he was married and immediately dumped him. Rumors spread to his office, making the atmosphere so bad that he chose to quit and find a new job in the countryside. There he lived a lonely life, unable to see his young daughter or family again.
Hello, Luna. Have you seriously pondered the matter I raised the other day regarding the possibility of me joining your household? 3 lone years since my husband's departure, and the pangs of isolation have intensified, consuming me with unbearable loneliness. Despite my enduring good health, I believe the time has come for me to take the bold step of moving in with you all.
Hi, Manda. I considered your request, but regrettably, I must decline.
Why are you not letting me move in?
James informed me of your recent resignation from work. To reside with us, it's imperative that you secure alternative employment to contribute financially.
Why must I resume work in order to live with my son? How dare you command me in such a manner, considering you also rely on my son for financial support? James is the sole provider, toiling tirelessly and earning income.
I am also working full-time as well.
Your employment status is inconsequential. I wager you barely make above the minimum wage, if at all.
Actually, my current salary is pretty decent.
So what? You're still reliant on my son. The reason that I quit my job was because I was planning to move in with you guys.
Why would you quit without telling us?
It would take me over 1 hour to commute to my workplace once I move in with you guys. That's just too far away, and that's why I quit.
I think it's very selfish of you to decide that by yourself. You should have discussed this with me if you planned on living with us.
Stop being so picky about everything. I'm going to be moving in regardless of what happens. I think that the place that you guys are living in right now is way too small for 3 people. Find a bigger place for us to live together, preferably a spacious high-rise condo or a house with a large garden. Let me know when you decide on the new place to live.
What are you talking about? Stop getting ahead of yourself.
I'm going to want my own private bedroom, by the way.
I still haven't given you permission to come and live with us.
You don't have the final say, and if I move in with you guys or not. If you're going to talk to me like this, I'm going to discuss this with James directly. I'd recommend you start to get ready to move as we're all going to move into a new place together.
Are you serious? I can't believe you're being this selfish. I cannot believe what you have done. Did you really tell my work that I'm going to be resigning?
Oh, you finally heard about it?
So it wants you that did this to me. I knew it. Why would you do such a thing?
Now you don't have any choice but to let me live with you and James.
Unfortunately for you, that resignation did not go through. I am not quitting my job.
What? Why didn't it work?
Of course it didn't work. My company only accepts resignation letters from the person that's quitting. It was obvious that I wasn't the one who asked for a resignation. Do you really know how much trouble me and Kevin are going to be and if I lose my job?
There's not going to be that much of a problem, is it? You can just find another job once we move into a new place together. I'm sure there are plenty of part-time jobs that you can do with similar pay to your current job.
It's not that easy to find another job like the one I'm doing right now. Also, we don't have that much savings left over, so I don't have the time to be looking for a new job.
You guys don't have any savings?
I've discussed this with James recently. We really need to start saving up for our future. We can't just be spending all the money we earn if we want to start having children together. I really need James to start working harder and hopefully get a better job. If you really want to move in with us, you better start earning some money to help us out.
Luna! I cannot believe this. What are you spending so much money on?
What are you talking about?
James makes more than enough money to support an entire family. You guys don't even have any children and you're still struggling to save up money? Let me ask you again. What are you spending all of James's hard-earned money on?
I think there's some misunderstanding between us. Do you know how much James is making right now?
Of course I do. He is my son after all. I asked him directly the other day.
Do you really think that you and James can afford to move into a new place and live comfortably on his current salary? Do you really think we would survive if you and I both quit our jobs?
Of course it's going to be okay. As long as we can stop your spending habits, I'm sure it's going to be okay.
I barely spend any money on things that are not necessary. In fact, I've been trying my best to save money the past few months.
I don't believe you one bit. With James' salary, you guys should have plenty of money left over even after all the living expenses.
I really think you don't know how much James is earning if you think that. Did he really tell you his current salary?
Did he really tell you his current salary? I told you that earlier. I asked him directly. How could I be wrong about this?
Then maybe you're financially illiterate.
Did you really say that to me? I think it's you that's financially illiterate.
I personally think that I'm very financially literate. I'm sure that me and Kyle would have been broke a long time ago if I wasn't.
I'm getting tired of just talking to you. Why are you so scared to just admit that you're wrong? I'm going to just talk to Kevin directly about all of this.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. James has been staying at your place for a while now, hasn't he?
Yes, he's staying here with me. I've told him to stay here with me for as long as he can.
I've been trying to contact him for a while now, but he's been ignoring me. Could you ask him to reply to me?
I've told him to keep ignoring you. James and I are discussing the details of me moving in with you guys. We don't need your opinions or ideas, so that's why he's ignoring you.
Could you please stop talking about this by yourself?
We don't have a choice, really. You keep on complaining about everything and stop the discussion from progressing at all. We'll contact you once we've decided on all the details about the move.
I cannot believe this.
Looks like I'm going to need to teach you some manners and how to manage your temper once we start living together.
Hey sis, it's been a while. Hope you've been well. Do you have some time right now?
Oh, hey, Matten. It's been a while, hasn't it? What's the matter?
I had a work trip nearby, so I was planning to stop by my apartment.
Oh, I didn't know that you were back.
Well, the thing is, my apartment here has kind of been stolen.
What? Stolen? What do you mean?
I was planning to stay here for the weekend and clean out my apartment here because I haven't come back in a while. But it seems like someone has broken in and is living in my apartment.
Are you joking? You should call the police right away if it's true.
I was planning to do that too, but I thought I should talk to you first. I asked my neighbors if they knew anything about the people living inside my apartment. They told me that the people living inside my place moved in about a week ago. Apparently, the intruders introduced themselves to my neighbors. It's either a crazy coincidence or it's James and his mother.
What? This can't really be happening.
I was really surprised as well. I thought I should check with you before reporting them to the police just in case. I gave you the spare keys to my apartment, so I thought that there might be a reason they're living there. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I'm so sorry. Would you be able to give me a little bit of time? I'm really sorry. I think that I messed up.
What happened?
I put the keys to your apartment in the safe, but I just checked and they aren't there.
Why would he do such a thing?
I've actually been having some problems with his mother recently. She keeps on demanding that I let her move in with us. I told her that she could move in as long as she keeps working and pays for her portion of the living costs. But she quit her job before discussing it with me. She told me she doesn't want to work after she starts living with us.
What? That's so unfair to you. I thought that you and James are barely getting by even though you're working full-time. I understand that you don't have any financial room for another person in your life right now.
I tried explaining that to her, but there seems to be some misunderstanding between us. Our discussion didn't progress at all. I tried to get James to help explain things to her, but it was of no use. He's refusing to come home and ignores all my messages. I have been busy with work as well, so I haven't managed to sort any of this out yet.
I kind of understand what's happening now. You don't have to be sorry at all. I think that they've decided to live together without you because they don't agree with you. They chose my apartment because they knew that I would be away for a few years for work. They probably didn't expect me to come home at all.
I guess it's something like that. I'm so sorry, Matten. I could never have imagined that they would do something like this.
You did nothing wrong, sis. Don't worry about it. What do you think that I should do about this?
Where are you right now?
I'm at my friend's place right now. They told me I could crash here if I need to, so I'm okay for now.
Okay, that's relief. I'll try to contact James's mother and see what she says. Depending on how they react, I might have to call the police. I need to talk to you right now. You and James have moved into a new place, right? Where are you guys living right now?
Oh, hey Luna. What perfect timing. I was just about to contact you as well.
Am I right in thinking that James is living with you permanently now?
Yes, that would be correct. We decided that it would be best to live without you for a little while, as you seem to be very irresponsible and have anger issues.
What are you talking about? I don't think I've done anything that makes it seem like I have anger issues.
Are you really saying that? Do you know how stubborn you were being the other day? If you keep acting like this, we are going to have to think about you and James getting a divorce.
I don't remember doing anything wrong that would result in me and James getting a divorce.
I'm getting angry just talking to you. Stop acting so arrogant when you're the one living off James's hard-earned salary.
So you really think that I'm the one that's living off James's salary?
Of course you are. Stop spending so much money that you didn't even earn. James is earning over $7,000 a month right now. You should be thankful that he earns so much for you.
What? Did you just say $7,000 a month?
If you don't want to lose your gravy train, then I suggest you apologize to me and just let me live with you guys for free. I'm not going to tell you the address of our new place until you apologize to me properly. You have to give me permission to live with you as well. Until then, I will not allow you to live with me and James.
How do you want me to apologize to you properly? Do you want me to send you a video of me saying sorry?
I guess that would be sufficient.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to pass on that.
What did you just say to me?
I told you I'm not apologizing because I have no reason to.
Luna! You really are a stubborn girl? I guess you're fine if James just divorces you then?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm tired of all this, I don't care anymore.
Are you serious?
I really don't care about getting divorced with a guy that only earns $700 a month.
What did you just say? $700 a month?
Yes, that's exactly what I just told you. James's monthly salary is just under $700. Amazing, right? Not that surprising, I guess, considering it's just a part-time job.
Have you gone insane? James's monthly salary is over $7,000.
Where did you get that number from?
I asked James directly. That's what he told me. When I asked him what his monthly salary was, he showed me 7 fingers.
So you're telling me that he didn't actually say $7,000 out loud?
You think that I'm the one that's wrong?
I'm guessing that you really didn't think that James would be only earning $700 a month. That's why you assumed you earned $7,000 a month, right? Well, I have something to tell you, unfortunately. James only earned $700 a month. Ask him if you don't believe me. I can't believe all this trouble that both of you have caused because of this. I don't want to be married to him anymore. I'm getting a divorce.
Good for you. I don't want James to be married to a liar like you anyway.
I guess we finally agree on something. Let's get the divorce papers and go through this right away.
Fine by me. Well, I guess that me and Kevin get to live in this huge apartment that he bought for us. It's such a nice place, by the way. Shame you're never going to get to live here.
Unfortunately, you guys are not going to be living there for long. Please move out and return the apartment to the owner right away.
What are you talking about? Why would we have to return this apartment? Luna! What is this all about? Your brother just came to our apartment and told us to get out.
I see, that's good to know.
What is the meaning behind all of this?
That apartment that you and James are squatting in right now is my brother's property. He was the one that bought the apartment.
What are you talking about?
My brother Matten always dreamed of owning multiple properties since he was very little. He worked very hard after graduating university and managed to get a great job straight away. The apartment that you are in right now is the first property that my brother managed to purchase when he was 26 years old.
Have you gone crazy? What are you saying?
My brother meant to start living there right away, but his company needed him to work in another city for a few years. While my brother was gone for work, he gave me the spare keys to his apartment so I could check up on it once in a while. It seems James decided to take the keys to the apartment without telling me.
That can't be true.
I'm not sure what Kevin has told you about the apartment, but the one thing that's certain is that you guys have no business being there. From my brother's perspective, you and James are trespassers that broke into his home and decided to live there. I think he has every right to tell you guys to leave the apartment immediately.
Are you really sure about all of this?
Why don't you just admit that you're wrong for once and just leave the apartment? It's just going to get worse for you guys if you decided to ignore my brother and stay in the apartment.
We are not leaving. Why don't you tell your brother to give this apartment to me and James?
Why would I do that?
You're married to my son, remember? You should be trying to help us out here.
What you're saying right now is crazy. I care a lot more about my brother than I do about either of you two. Also, James and I are divorced now.
What? Already?
I already filled in everything that I need to fill in for the divorce papers. I handed them in earlier, so we are officially divorced now.
How could you get divorced without getting James's signature?
I already got him to fill in his side of the divorce papers a little while ago.
What do you mean?
James Sumney quit his job about half a year ago without saying anything.
I didn't know that.
There wasn't anything that we could really do as he had quit his job before telling me. I decided to work full-time so that we could afford our living expenses. I was hoping that he would be looking for a new job straight away to help me out. Unfortunately, James didn't seem to be looking for a new job at all. He was being very lazy every day and made me do all the work. He would occasionally get a temporary job, but it wouldn't last very long. It was very stressful for me, and I gave him an ultimatum. I told him that if he doesn't find a new job within 5 months, we're getting a divorce. I made him fill in the divorce papers at the same time as I thought it would give him extra motivation to find a new job. However, his attitude didn't change at all, and it's been 5 months now, so I went through with a divorce.
I cannot believe it. So you're telling me that James really only earns $700 a month?
If you don't believe me, then just ask him yourself. You're living with him, right? It's just the two of you know, so I think that you guys should discuss your financial situation between the two of you.
I'm so shocked.
I don't blame you. Oh, and also, my brother has reported the two of you to the police.
Why would he do that?
There are strangers living in his apartment. Of course, he's going to get the police involved. Would you please just get out of my brother's apartment? That's all I have left to say to you. I've got to get going now.
Wait, Luna. We need to talk.
Goodbye.
Hey, sis! How are you doing?
Not bad at all. I've finally decided on a new place to live. Need to get my belongings together and get ready for the move.
That's great to hear!
What are you going to do about your apartment, by the way? I'm sure that they left the place a complete mess.
That's what I contacted you about, actually. The price of the apartments in that area has gone up a lot recently. I managed to sell it for way more than I bought it for. I also managed to get some money from James for living there without my permission. Once I finish my current work assignment, I'm going to look for a nicer place.
That's a relief to hear. I'm glad you didn't have to sell it for a loss or anything after what they did.
Yeah, it ended up working out. You're about to start a new chapter in your life too. Good luck!
Thank you.
I'll come over to your new place when I finish with my work assignment.
The police escorted James and his mother out of my brother's apartment. James lied to his mother, saying he bought the apartment with his own money. James's lies sparked a huge argument, leading him and his mother to relocate to a relative's rural home. Their constant daily fights pushed their relatives to the limit, demanding that they find jobs right away. My life has been peacefully calm after all the drama they caused. With a recent promotion and only having to cover my own expenses, I've finally started saving money. Something else occurred. Manda vindicatively trashed my apartment before I moved out. Luckily, my understanding landlord was informed. I avoided any additional cleaning or repair fees, leaving Manda unaware of the hefty bill she's about to receive. I can't wait to witness her reaction upon receiving the bill.
I overheard that an enigmatic old witch had managed to infiltrate the wedding. I presume that person was referring to you. Quickly concoct an excuse and leave this place, as your presence will only bring embarrassment upon your helpless sister.
Oh! Hello, Harry! As charming as ever! However, I must admit that I don't quite understand your point. Are you implying that my presence here will only lead to Julie's embarrassment?
That's right! You being significantly older than Julie may create issues. And I won't allow any trouble at our wedding as we are committed to spending our lives together. Not even her friends or family.
I understand now. You are correct about one aspect. Julie is truly a remarkable and exquisite young woman. I can comprehend why you would feel the need to be fiercely protective of her.
Julie's sister turned out to be an unexpectedly wrinkled grandmother. A stark contrast to Julie's beauty that cannot be overlooked. The contrast only amplifies the discomfort of seeing you. So, for Julie's sake, please leave the wedding. And don't you go upsetting her by telling her I said anything either.
Excuse me? Are you saying what I think you're saying? You haven't even talked any of this over with Julie?
Of course. I haven't said a single word about it to her. What did I just tell you? That's why you need to come up with something. Just say you have a cold or something like that.
Are you being serious with me right now? Have you even been paying attention to how excited both Julie and I have been for her special day? I practically raised Julie. I'm like a parental figure to her at this point. It would just break her heart if I wasn't there with her to celebrate.
Are you listening to me? That's why I'm saying you need to come up with an excuse, so she doesn't get sad about it. I guess a dropout like you might need things explained in simpler terms.
What did you just say?
You didn't think that I knew about how you dropped out of high school. Both Julie and I graduated from one of the best schools in the country. So when I first met you, I thought you must have had a similar path as us and had gone to a nice school. And then I hear you're just a wrinkly high school dropout. To be honest, I couldn't hold back my laughter.
Well, I hope you took our situation into account and understand that I did what I needed to do to take care of her. I had to make some big life changes in order to make sure that Julie was taken care of and raised properly. And because of my lack of a diploma, the only work I could get at first was as a maid. But those decisions weren't easy ones for me, you know?
Wait! Hold on! I understand that maybe all you could do at the time was be a maid. But how many years has it been now? How many chances have you had to better yourself? You're telling me you couldn't find any other job in all these years? All you can do is clean up after people. No, come on. Be serious with yourself at least. You're just old, dumb, and lazy.
What do you mean? Do you think I never found another job?
I think I don't really care about your sob story. Okay, Grandma? The only thing I have to say to you is that you need to get out of here. All you're doing is bringing the mood down. I know how I want my wedding to go, and it won't be the amazing party I want it to be if you're here.
I completely understand how you feel about wanting an amazing wedding day. But do you really think that my looks are affecting the mood? I'll be honest, it really hurts my feelings to hear you say something like that.
You really need to wake up and face the real world, okay? You are just an old lady now. Just look at all the other girls who are here. There are so many babes it almost makes me wish I wasn't getting married. And look at the guys too. I think we've assembled quite the array of hunks too.
Is that what you'd call them? Anyway, doesn't matter. This is your wedding, right? So you must have some kind of friendship or relationship to the people you've invited, no? Or did you really just pick your friends based on how good you thought they looked?
Oh, shut up. Don't pretend like you know me. Anyways, you're not a friend or family as far as I'm concerned. And just one glance around at the other guests should show you that you don't belong. Do me a favor and try not to talk to anyone on your way out. I don't need you bothering my friends.
I really don't think I need to talk to any of them anyways.
Everyone here, guys and girls, are way above you. They would never in a million years want to have anything to do with some old hag like you.
I do have to agree with you on one thing. There are certainly a lot of fabulous-looking people at this wedding. And Harry, aren't you set to take over your family company soon? I guess most of these guests must be high-ranking company officials or board members.
Yes, yes. I only surround myself with amazing people. Thank you for noticing. And don't go getting any bright ideas. They are wealthy and important men, and none of them are going to be interested in taking an old bag like you home. Now listen to what I'm telling you. Only the most beautiful young women are allowed. It's going to be the best wedding ever. So you need to listen to what I'm saying and go home right now.
Very well. I understand.
Excuse me, I can't seem to find you anywhere. Are you still here? I was hoping to be able to finally meet you. Have you not arrived yet?
Ah, Tom. I'm very sorry to say this, but I am actually on my way home.
I beg your pardon. Did something happen? Did you leave something important at home? Or are you not feeling well? Did you catch something?
No, it's nothing like that. The groom asked me not to attend the wedding and I don't want to spoil his special day.
He did what? What could he possibly have meant by telling you that?
Well, he said it was because there was an old high school dropout who was too wrinkly to be at the wedding rubbing shoulders with beautiful people. Or something along those lines. He also said that if I attended the wedding it would only embarrass Julie.
He said all that? You're telling me that my employee really said all those things?
Yes. I am embarrassed to even mention it, but it's true. I've heard of Bridezilla, but I don't know what you call this. Grimora?
That little plunk! Does he even realize what he's doing?
He might not be completely off base. Just the thought of embarrassing my sweet little sister on her big day. Well, I just couldn't stand the thought and decided it would be best if I just went home. I told Julie that I wasn't feeling well and that I couldn't stay any longer.
Wait just a moment, please. Is everything you're telling me right now true?
I know it sounds like a lot, but I'm really not the type to embellish.
I am sorry, terribly sorry for the awful things he said to you, ma'am. I would have never expected him to be capable of something like that. He's usually so respectful. Although, if I'm being honest, I guess I have noticed that he has a tendency to get quite full of himself at times. But to think he would take things so far! I can't tell, but feel responsible for letting it get this bad.
No, please don't worry yourself. It's possible he was just telling me what Julie was too afraid to say.
Nancy, you gave up everything you had and dedicated your life to raising Julie. To think that spoiled brat who has handed everything on a silver platter would try and rob you of the chance to be at your sister's wedding. It makes my blood boil.
I will admit that at first I was quite hurt by the things he said. And I think I may have panicked a bit because it all came so suddenly.
Of course, your feelings are completely justified.
But it's Julie's wedding. I've been looking out for her this long. I can manage this as well if it will make today better for her.
I very highly doubt that's true. Does Harry know all about the circumstances? As in he knows all that you gave to give Julie a happy life?
Yes. I tried to explain to him as best I could. But he seemed to be unable to grasp anything past the fact that I was a high school dropout who became a maid.
I see. I think I'm going to have a little talk with him real quick then.
Oh no, please don't bother yourself by doing that. As long as Julie is happy, that's really all I care about.
Are you absolutely sure about this? You know that you mean the world to her. I just can't see how suddenly leaving the wedding will bring Julie the happiness that I know you want for her.
Do you really think that?
Don't worry. I'll make sure Harry gets a strict talking to. So please, turn around and come back to be by your sister's side for this moment.
Why was my boss just yelling at me earlier? Did you go and tell him something you shouldn't have? And why was he even talking to you in the first place? Don't tell me you were trying to hit on him because you think he's handsome or something. I'm pretty sure I warned you about that.
That would be incorrect. Actually, the thing is, our companies have been planning to work together for some time now, so we arranged to have some meetings in the future.
What? What are you talking about? Did our company start a new contract with your cleaning service?
I don't work for a cleaning service anymore. Actually, I run a cosmetics company.
You mean like you're a store manager? Or you clean the store after everyone goes home?
I mean like I own the company.
What? You have your own company? But I thought you were just a high school dropout.
I am just a high school dropout. One who worked hard and eventually started her own company. And that's how I met Tom, your boss. And he wanted to formally introduce himself today, but you drove me away from the venue. So that's what I told him when he asked where I was.
Are you being serious right now? Why didn't you tell me all of this sooner?
Well, I don't like to mix my work life on my private life. And you don't really have anything to do with my work, so I didn't really think I needed to tell you anything. But because of that, you decided it was okay to bully me the way you did earlier.
Wow! So then, if Julie and I get married then, that would mean some big things for both of our companies, wouldn't it? All this could even end up in a merger between our two companies.
I told you that I don't like to mix my private and work life. Even though I explained it to you, you just won't listen. I think that bad habit of not listening will get you into trouble one day. Well, even more trouble.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What kind of trouble do you mean?
I'm just saying that. You might have a pay cut in your future. Your boss seemed really mortified when he heard about what you did. I'm worried he might think I'm going to reconsider the deal I was making with him.
What? No! That was never my intention.
Well, you can explain that to him. I've already talked to him about this little incident, so it's quite out of my hands now. I should tell you that he spoke to your father, though.
He what? Why would he do that?
Well, your father owns your company, doesn't he? I'm sure Tom just wanted him to know about how you've been treating your future sister-in-law and future potential business partner.
Oh my God! I have to stop him.
It's too late. I've already spoken to your father. He came to apologize to me.
Wait, really? He apologized? Did he really do something like that?
Oh, yes. He did. He came to me begging for forgiveness. He said that he never thought his own son could be such a stupid, inconsiderate jerk.
Hold on a second. I don't think that was really called for.
Don't shoot the messenger. Well, in any case, it seems that most of your wedding guests are in agreement with that sentiment.
Now what is that supposed to mean? I'm sick of the way you've been talking to me. Stop all these dumb games and just tell me what you want to say.
I'm saying that all the pretty young women you were so happy to have at your wedding are packing up and going home.
Are you serious? Why are they doing that? They were supposed to make this day that much more beautiful. What did you tell them?
Yes, I'm sure that was the thing you were most looking forward to today. And just why are there so many beautiful women coming to your wedding anyways? Is it true that you even asked one of them out on a date?
Why are they doing that? I would never do that, and I won't tolerate any lies like that. And besides, I thought I told you not to talk to anyone at the wedding. Why did you open your big mouth?
I'm afraid that the whole thing was leaked out to the guests. Everyone heard about how the terrible groom went behind the poor bride's back and hit on one of the guests.
What the hell are you talking about? You better stop this. You don't even have any proof of the things you're accusing me of.
Well, I heard it straight from the poor girl's mouth. She seemed very upset.
I don't understand. And just why were any of the gorgeous girls talking to an old hag like you?
Yes, they are all young, beautiful, intelligent, and overall lovely young women. But they actually all have something else in common as well. They all work for me.
What are you talking about now?
Come on, Harry. This is so simple even a high school dropout can understand. All those lovely young women work at my company. They all came to celebrate Julie's special day. But once they heard that I had gone home, they all started to do the same, apparently.
Are you serious? So they were all just your employees?
Yes, weren't you listening? I'm the president of a cosmetics company. There are lots of pretty girls interested in entering the beauty industry, it seems. Of course, I'm not just hiring them because of their looks. But it has to be said that there are many gorgeous girls working under me.
I can't believe it. So they all work for your cosmetics company. Which means that's why. That girl really went and told you about what I said to her?
Yes, she told everyone. And while I was shocked, what was more shocking was the number of people who weren't shocked. It seems you've been pretty busy, haven't you? So many girls came forward after that with the same story. You really are just a horrible person down to your core, aren't you? I heard the same story so many times I felt sick.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was just inviting them out to eat, nothing else.
Why were you inviting girls out to eat at your own wedding? Were you really trying to use your wedding just to meet girls?
No. That's not it at all. I just thought it would be good to be able to reach them. For emergencies.
Well, you do know that all the girls came because they wanted to help Julie celebrate her wedding. All of them are her friends, and you tried to get in between those friendships.
No. You've got me all wrong. That's not what I was doing. I was just trying to make friends with Julie's friends. I thought the wedding would be a good way to get to know her friends better, that's all.
Well, anyways, the girls you were harassing the most all have boyfriends already. They explained everything to Julie not long after you talked to them.
They went to Julie and told her everything.
Everything. Including about how you looked down on me and called me an old woman. And then how you told me to come up with an excuse and leave the wedding.
Wait, just let me explain. Are you really trying to blow up my wedding right now? Do you think that doing this is going to make your little sister happy?
It's exactly because I want the best for my little sister that I told her the truth about everything. And even though it looks like the results might be the sweat and getting called off, I think that might just be for the best. It's much better than her being legally tied down to a scumbag like you.
Please. Just hold on a minute, you have to understand. If I get left at the altar like this, everyone will think I'm a horrible person.
Well, that sounds very fitting to me. I'm so glad you were kind enough to show me your true colors before the ceremony. I couldn't have rescued Julie from your evil clutches without all of your assistance today. And now that everyone has seen just what a horrible person you are, I hope your suffering is only beginning.
Subsequently, Julie, in tears, unleashed a forceful slap across Harry's face, right before the eyes of their wedding attendees. Following that, an official announcement was made declaring the cancellation of the wedding. Harry's father's wrath was unleashed, dashing all of Harry's aspirations of inheriting the company presidency or making quick progress within the organization. He was left abandoned and ostracized by both his colleagues and companions. No one desired any further association with such a despicable individual.